Picture this. You've told yourself this line more times than you can count. Tomorrow I'll start going to the gym. Tomorrow I'll finally write that book. Tomorrow I'll change my life. But tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow disguises itself as another day. Another day turns into a week. A week becomes a year. And suddenly you look back and realize you've lost a decade, all because you lived in the illusion of tomorrow. The Stoics knew this truth well. Epictetus warned, "Don't just talk about philosophy, don't just read about it. Let it flow in your veins and turn into action." Because here's the hard truth. You can read hundreds of books. You can quote Marcus Aurelius and Seneca like a scholar. But if you freeze when it's time to act, you are no different than the procrastinators who waste their lives away. And the world? The world does not reward ideas. The world only rewards execution. That's why day 5, relentless execution, is the turning point. The line where the dreamers get left behind, and the doers step forward into a different world. The world of achievement. So, if you're ready to stop waiting for tomorrow, if you're ready to execute today, make sure to subscribe, because on this channel we don't just talk about Stoicism, we live it. And if you haven't yet watched our full roadmap, 7 days to rebuild your life, make sure to check it out here on the Stoic Habit. Let's begin. Part 1. The danger of tomorrow. Kill tomorrow. Picture this. You whisper to yourself, "Tomorrow I'll start eating healthy. Tomorrow I'll launch that business. Tomorrow I'll finally tell the people I love how much they mean to me." It sounds sweet. It feels safe. It's the oldest lie in human history. Tomorrow. But here's the reality. Tomorrow never comes. It hides behind a new disguise. It shows up dressed as today. And every time you say tomorrow, you push your life one step further into delay, into regret. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, left us a warning in Meditations. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. Think about that. You are not promised decades. You are barely promised the next sunrise. Steve Jobs understood this truth. He would look in the mirror each morning and ask, "If today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do?" And when the answer was no for too many days in a row, he changed. That mindset is what allowed him to create, to build, to move boldly without waiting for the right time. But what about you? How many dreams have you let the word tomorrow steal? Maybe you plan to write a book, yet 5 years later the page is still blank. Maybe you promised yourself the gym, yet 3 years later your body is weaker, your energy lower, your health slipping away. The truth is brutal but liberating. Tomorrow is a trap, and if you don't kill it, it will kill your dreams. So from this moment, stop bargaining with the future. Stop handing your power to a day that may never arrive. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need the perfect mood. You need action, small, immediate, relentless action today. Because the only day you ever truly own is this one. And if you let it slip, it may cost you the only life you'll ever have. Part 2. Replace motivation with discipline. Here's a hard truth. Motivation is fragile. It fades the moment you're tired. It disappears when life gets stressful. It vanishes when distractions pull at you. You know that feeling you watch a video, you feel unstoppable, you're ready to conquer the world. But 2 hours later, that fire is gone. That's why the Stoics never trusted motivation. They built their lives on something far stronger. Discipline. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Notice he didn't say, "Think about it when you feel inspired." He said, "Be one, every day, with or without the mood." Modern warriors live this truth too. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't become one of the greatest athletes because he felt motivated every morning. He trained when it rained. He trained when his body ached. He trained when the cameras were off, when nobody was cheering. That's not motivation. That's discipline. Think about soldiers in the military. Do they wait until they feel like it to wake up at 5 a.m.? Number they rise because duty calls, because they made a promise to themselves, to their brothers, to their mission. And that's the difference. Motivation is an emotion. Discipline is a decision. Motivation whispers, "I'll do it when I feel ready." Discipline says, "I'll do it because I said I would." When you live by motivation, your progress rises and falls like the wind. When you live by discipline, your progress becomes unshakable. So ask yourself, are you waiting to feel inspired? Or are you ready to honor the promises you made to yourself long after the mood has left? Because the Stoics understood, a life ruled by feelings is a weak life, but a life ruled by discipline is a life that cannot be broken. Part 3. Shrink the task, not the standard. One of the greatest reasons we fail to act is this: the mountain looks too high. You dream of writing a book, and the thought of 300 pages crushes you before you start. You want to run a marathon, but 42 kilometers feels impossible. You want to build a company, but the vision of an empire overwhelms you. So what happens? You quit before the first step. But here is the Stoic secret. You don't have to conquer the entire mountain today. You only need to take the next step. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." The picture in your mind makes the task unbearable. But once you shrink the task just one step, just one page, just 10 minutes, suddenly, the impossible becomes possible. Think of Jeff Bezos. Amazon did not begin as the world's largest marketplace. It started with one product: books. One small step, executed with excellence, opened the path for everything else. So here's the rule: shrink the task, but never shrink the standard. If you commit to writing, write one paragraph, but write it with focus. If you commit to fitness, run 10 minutes, but run with all your heart. If you commit to business, serve one customer, but serve them with excellence. Because progress is not measured by the size of the task. It is measured by the consistency of your action. Every small promise kept builds strength. Every small victory creates momentum. And momentum, once built, is unstoppable. The danger is when we confuse reducing the task with lowering the bar. You may run less distance, but you do not run with less effort. You may write fewer words, but you do not write with less clarity. The standard, the level of commitment, remains untouched. So the next time the mountain feels too high, remember, you are not asked to finish it today. You are asked to step forward today. Because when you shrink the task but guard the standard, you win twice. You keep moving and you keep your honor. And that, the Stoics would say, is the true path to growth. Part 4. Build momentum with small wins. Momentum is power. It is the silent force that takes a single step and turns it into a journey. Think about it. One push of a snowball at the top of a hill. Small, almost nothing. But as it rolls, it grows. Each turn adds more weight, more speed, more power, until nothing can stop it. Your life works the same way. Confidence does not come first. Action comes first. And from action, confidence is born. From confidence, more action follows. This cycle is how ordinary people become unstoppable. Picture two versions of yourself. One who spends 6 months planning, thinking, preparing, waiting for the perfect time. And one who takes messy, imperfect action every single day. Fast forward 6 months. The planner is still planning. The doer has built something real. The difference is not talent. It is not luck. It is execution. Look at Elon Musk. He didn't start with rockets or electric cars. He started with one small software company, Zip2. A small win created momentum. Momentum created PayPal. PayPal created SpaceX and Tesla. Small wins became massive victories because momentum never stopped rolling. So here's the lesson. Do not underestimate small wins. Write one page. Run for 10 minutes. Make one phone call. Each small step feeds momentum. And once momentum is alive, it will carry you further than motivation ever could. The danger is waiting until you feel ready for the big move. Because without small wins, there is no momentum. And without momentum, there is no progress. So begin today. Celebrate small victories. Stack them one after another. Because when you build momentum with small wins, you no longer crawl toward your future. You are carried by a force greater than willpower. A force that is unstoppable once it begins. That force is momentum. Part 5. Why most people quit at day 5. Day 5 is the crossroad. It is the place where most people stop and only a few keep going. Most people love to dream. They love to imagine a different life. They love to talk about plans, goals, and visions. But when the time comes for action, when words must turn into work, they quit. Why does this happen? Because action is not glamorous. It is repetitive. It is quiet. It is demanding. It feels uncomfortable. And most people run back to what feels safe: planning, preparing, waiting for a better time. Epictetus gave a warning long ago. Do not explain your philosophy, embody it. Yet many never reach this point. They collect quotes. They read books. They sound wise when they speak. But their lives remain unchanged. Think of the gym in January. It is full of energy, full of new faces, full of fresh promises. But by February, it is empty. The dreamers have left. The disciplined remain. The truth is this: people do not fail because they lack knowledge. They fail because they lack execution. Day 5 is the divide. The talkers stay behind. The doers cross the bridge. So look in the mirror and ask yourself, which side are you on? Are you among the many who quit at day 5? Or are you among the few who push through the boredom, endure the grind, and keep moving forward? Because here is the Stoic lesson. Life does not reward those who dream. Life rewards those who do. If you can stay when others quit, if you can rise when others fall back, you already hold the advantage, because in the end, success does not belong to the smartest. It does not belong to the luckiest. It belongs to the few who refuse to quit when everyone else walks away. Part 6. Imperfect action versus perfect plan. Here is a painful truth. A perfect plan means nothing without action. But even the smallest, most imperfect step will move you forward. Too many people wait for the perfect moment. They design perfect schedules. They buy perfect tools. They spend weeks, months, even years planning every detail. But when the time comes to act, they freeze. They hesitate. They wait for tomorrow. The Stoics never praised perfection. They praised action. Seneca warned us, while we waste time hesitating, life is slipping away. Think about Michael Jordan. He missed over 9,000 shots. He lost hundreds of games. He failed again and again. And that is exactly why he became the greatest. Not because he was perfect, but because he acted when it mattered. Imperfect action builds experience. Imperfect action teaches lessons. Imperfect action creates progress. Meanwhile, the perfect plan, unexecuted, remains nothing but ink on paper, a dream that dies inside your head. Think of a musician. One who waits to compose the perfect song may never release a single note. But one who dares to write, record, and share, even with mistakes, will touch lives. Because the world does not reward hidden genius. The world rewards action. So let this sink in. You do not need flawless preparation. You do not need certainty. You do not need the perfect mood. What you need is the courage to act today, right now. The Stoic path is clear. Progress comes from motion. Wisdom comes from practice. Strength comes from doing. So ask yourself, will you keep polishing the perfect plan? Or will you take the imperfect step that moves you closer to the life you want? Because one imperfect action today will always be worth more than 1,000 perfect plans left undone. Part 7. How to practice relentless execution in daily life. Execution sounds big. It sounds like something reserved for athletes, billionaires, or leaders. But the truth is simple. Execution begins in the small choices of your daily life. First, remove the word tomorrow. Erase it from your vocabulary. Each time you hear yourself whisper, "I'll start tomorrow," stop and act now. One paragraph, one push-up, one phone call. Do it today, no delay. Second, set a daily non-negotiable. Not a massive list of tasks. Just one clear action you must complete every single day. Write a page. Run for 10 minutes. Read for 15 minutes. When you do this consistently, you transform discipline into identity. Third, protect your standards. Even when the task is small, do it with focus and excellence. Do not lower the bar, because every time you honor a small promise, you strengthen your integrity. And integrity builds unshakable confidence. Fourth, track your wins. Momentum is not built in silence. Write down each action you complete. Celebrate progress. Watch the chain grow day after day. Soon, momentum becomes a wave that carries you forward even when you feel tired. The Stoics lived this truth. Epictetus reminded us, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Relentless execution is exactly that, living the principles you believe, not just speaking them. Think about your own life. What would change if you acted, even in small ways, every single day? 6 months from now, the difference between who you are and who you could be will not come from a grand idea. It will come from the quiet, consistent execution of daily action. So stop waiting. Stop negotiating with someday. Pick one thing, do it today, and repeat tomorrow. Because the world does not need more ideas. The world needs more doers. And the life you want is waiting on the other side of relentless execution. Conclusion. Take action today. Stop waiting. Stop over-planning. Stop asking for permission. Day 5 is the line where dreamers are left behind and true warriors move forward. Remember, tomorrow is a lie. Discipline is the weapon. Small action is the power. Repeated action is the victory. If you truly want to change your life, don't just watch this video, take one step right now. To seal your commitment, drop a short comment below. I choose execution. And if this message spoke to you, give the video a like, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom, and share it with a friend who needs this today. And if you haven't yet watched our full roadmap, 7 days to rebuild your life, make sure to check it out here on The Stoic Habit. Because the world does not reward ideas, the world rewards execution.